is where we're gonna do some shit we already did and just pretend you didn't see that shit the first time. That's right, nigga. We don't respect your intelligence.
I don't understand. How does he keep coming back?
He said he was a clone.
A clone?
I know. When did they start cloning people? I watched the news. Brian and William never said nothing about no human cloning.
Mr. Stinkmeaner, do you understand what I've just told you?
I'm a clone.
Yes, created at this secret and highly illegal underground human cloning facility.
Why am I so old?
What?
If you cloned me when you say you did, shouldn't I still be a little kid?
This is the thing. This is. Let's take a survey.
Orphan trains from 854 to 929. They had them all over the world. Germany, France, Spain. They shipped them over here, shipped some of these over there so they could play this little mix-up game that these people been here longer. These is unnatural GMO hybrid humans.
China is really trying to push this cloning because they want to grow people for their organs, because 33 people, over there a day die waiting just to get some organs.
If a clone breeds with a clone, what is the offspring? A clone?
It's definitely possible. They have all this sexual organs to procreate.
They're fully functional.
They're fully functional beings. The question is, in a project, if they were to do that, they were probably trying to make some super race or being.
I still don't understand the reason for cloning. I mean, outside of the organs, I understand. But you're killing a body, a human, to take his liver, to take his kidneys, to take his heart. I don't agree with that. I think that's horrible.
That's not true, is it? That's not true.
To take his heart. I don't agree with that. I think that's horrible. There seems to be a bigger picture here. What am I missing?
They use cloning too in exercises. Well, they have huge underground facilities and cities that mimic different types of cities and countries around the world, and they use cloning type people that are implanted with memories to test biological warfare systems, to test weapons of different types of scalar frequency weapons.
It was just before 1 a.m. in Malibu, California. The Blue Barracuda crashed about 10 feet off the road and into a ditch, leaving both men with major back injuries and landing Hart in the operating room for spinal surgery. He recently opened up about the aftermath of that crash in an interview with Men's Health, explaining that his recovery process has led him to do better and prioritize his family even more, which his wife, Aniko Parrish, is happy about. She tells Men's Health, quote, "There were times where he was here, but not really here." Meanwhile, Hart went on to add, "I'm not trying to get back to where I was before. I want to do better than before. It's a resurrection. That's the best way for me to put it. I feel like the other version of myself died in that moment, and this new version was born to understand and to do better. There were times where he was here, but not really here."
All right, let me show y'all something. Little Kim, picture. Look at this. What the fuck is that? This thing been walking around posing as Lil Kim since the 90s, since 2000. All right, and nobody noticed nothing. Everybody thought it was facial reconstruction. All that money she paid her surgeon to look like that? To look like that. And she ain't mad about it?
My entire youth will be destroyed if you mean to tell me that that is not.
This, look, y'all. And you know it's a clone. Look at Lil Kim right there. Then look at that one. They keep coming out with different versions of Lil Kim's clone. Pay attention. That's a fucking clone. Look at the face, y'all. What is that? What is that? Ain't nobody surgery looking like that. And you're not gonna tell me that this person right here is the same person right there. Those are two different people. Y'all can't tell that that's a clone and she got a million different versions of the goddamn clone? Come on, man.
The man who you are a clone of is Colonel H. Stinkmeaner. By the way, you're not exactly the same as the original. There were some enhancements.
You're not gonna tell me that this person right here is the same. Come on, man. That's the real Little Kim. I'm not being funny. I'm just asking questions. This person right here, full of life, that's a regular person, is the same person right there. Are you serious? You can't see that? Y'all can't see that.
I'm questioning myself because my brain cells are frying as I'm watching this, like just depleting. My entire preteen and teenage existence is crumbling before me. If that is true, there's no way. There's no way. There's actually no way. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Can you see? This is still a real person with a spirit and soul. That's a soulless vessel right there.
Fellow humans, please hear thee. This is not Jamie Foxx. This is not Jamie Foxx. And I know what you're gonna say. He spent loads of time in the hospital and he's been really sick. Listen, we've all been in the hospital. When you come out, your head shape don't change. Look at his hairline. Look at his hairline. You know he's been cloned by his hairline. What are you telling me? He's bleaching his skin as well? His color ain't even the same. The shape of that forehead, that's not Jamie Foxx. I mean, just look. Look how the stance and the posture of the guy on the right. The guy on the left looks confused. He looks shocked. You can tell he's a clone just by the look in his eyes. He's saying, what the hell is going on? And to add insult to injury, they always tell us the truth, hidden in plain sight.
You are surrounded by clone hybrid people. Look, some people are programs, which you call clones or NPCs, and some are souls. Many are a mix of both. That's a crypto clone. Heterozygous people. Programs are Rh negative. Souls are Rh positive. Rh positive is dominant. Rh negative is recessive. Rh negative is not a different gene. A gene has been deleted. Heterozygous people show up as Rh positive when tested. Rh negatives are programs that are anchored to the matrix itself. Rh positives can move on to other levels. Rh negatives are designed to be like teachers. They stay, the students move on. All this crossbreeding between souls and programs has created a transplant rejection effect collectively. Negatives are more so physical beings having a spiritual experience. Positives are spiritual beings having a physical experience. Forced crossbreeding has domesticated many aboriginals. Rh negatives are infinite beings. Rh positives are eternal. Big difference. The recessive is associated with pheomelanin. The dominant is associated with eumelanin. Pheomelanin is sulfur-based. It is phototoxic, which means light destroys it. The first soul and program chimeras were created by somebody that wanted to create without the creator. A bypass. The crossbreeding has made billions of us vulnerable to possession. Open vehicles for agents. Angels. The Agent Smith concept. Gene splicing with the CRISPR technology is currently possible, yet supposedly illegal. This technology is not new. It has been around for hundreds of years.
If they can clone your dog for 50 grand, what makes you think they can't clone a human?
Cloned said they did it back in 2002. Not researching, not planning, did it. Announced they birthed the first human clone.
So we had the tech 20 years ago?
This is part one of our two-part breakdown. You'll never look at a familiar face the same way.
Long before that. First documented animal clone was Dolly the sheep in 1996, but frogs were cloned in the 1950s, and that's only the part they let slip.
Today, China's Boy Life is mass-producing dogs, elite police canines, racehorses worth millions.
And journalists, they only see the clean wing. The rest of the facility, locked like Fort Knox.
Because that's where the real projects live.
But cloning a human's gotta be way harder, right?
Not at all.
Right?
Same base science. Swap the DNA source, adjust growth. Logistics, not magic. The only hard part is PR. And when they do tell you, it's wrapped in soft stories. Science saves endangered species. Family brings back their beloved dog.
Exactly. That's the cover. It's easier to sell you a tearjerker than to admit they can print a human.
But even if they could, why risk cloning a human?
Control, nigga. A clone is an asset. No messy past, no unpredictable loyalties. You manufacture the person you need.
And if that person is famous, you own their audience.
Ever seen a random stranger who looked exactly like you? Probably not. Yet celebrities are a tiny fraction of the population, but you see carbon copy faces all over Hollywood. Same jawline, same eyes, same expressions. It's not similar, it's copy-paste.
There was a baseball legend, Gaylord Perry. Press once ran a photo of him at a public event, but it wasn't him. The man had no memory of the event.
And Hollywood's full of stories like that, because here's the dirty secret. A clone isn't the same soul. You get the body, but memories fade. Energy shifts.
And people just explain it away. Oh, it's surgery, stress, bad meds.
Exactly. The public writes the excuse for you. That's the beauty of it. The lie maintains itself.
It actually makes a lot of sense.
And here's the fun part. Bodies are easy. What's hard is making the copy think it's the original. That's where the real nightmares start.
It's just like the movie They Cloned Tyrone, where they showed them taking elevators to get the subterranean bases where they conduct experimentations in secrecy. These are the type of things these deletes do right underneath us. I'm talking full cloning facilities with crazy cryptids and creatures that we can't even explain. And a lot of times, sometimes these creatures break free from these facilities and find their way to the surface. This is one of the main reasons that there's so many NPCs or non-playable characters. A lot of them are actually clones with no real primordial soul architecture at all. It's important to know that most of these scientists conducting these experimentations have zero compassion. They have no empathy and are truly mad scientists. And most of the organisms that they're experimenting on, they simply view as a test subject. And what's crazy is I personally feel like America is one big test subject as well, and they're experimenting on all of us.
I'm speechless.